Hi Virgo, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for September. I hope everybody is well. I am going to take a quick second to remind everyone that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Virgo out there. So guys, just take what resonates for you. Leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse in a general reading. So if it's resonating, get in where you fit in. But as always, Virgo, don't force yourself into a reading. That's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Virgo? Virgo. All right, Virgo, you are starting out with the World. You have the High Priestess. And you have the Four of Wands in the reverse. So something here is coming to a close so something new can begin. There's a cycle closing out. This cycle looks like it has to do with secrets. I feel like you're intuitively closing out this cycle. With the Four of Wands here in the reverse, it could cause some instability though. This could also be regarding an ending. But I feel like you're following your intuition in this scenario. So let me see who's in your energy. Whatever this is that you're closing out, it's going to bring a lot of change. Show me who's in Virgo's energy. Show me who's in Virgo's energy. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, we're not taking all of that. Show me who's in Virgo's energy. Be careful that whoever you're dealing with, they could have like an outburst of some, like, I don't know. It was like a strong force of energy though. So be careful with that. All right, so the person in your energy, we have the Queen of Wands. You could be dealing with a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have the Hangman in reverse, side of Pisces, and the Page of Pentacles. So I do feel like the person that is in your energy, this is somebody who is deeply passionate about you. This is somebody who is very proactive as well. I don't usually get this, but I am seeing that you may be dealing with somebody with either red or blonde hair. With the Hangman in reverse, this is somebody who is tired of dealing with something that has been painful to them. They've been waiting. They've been waiting for something. They want to free themselves from whatever this is that they're waiting from or waiting for. And I feel like they feel trapped. There's a sense of this person feeling trapped. But if they try to remove themselves from this, it's going to be painful. So they've trapped themselves in a situation, and if they try to remove themselves from it, it's going to be painful. Interesting. I do feel like this is somebody who is hoping that either you will get a new perspective on the situation or they feel that they need a new perspective. Page of Pentacles indicates communication or possibly even a small offer. So let's see the energy between Virgo and this person. Ace of Wands reversed and the Two of Pentacles. So there could have been an ending between the two of you, but this person is kind of leaving that door open. They haven't fully closed that door. This was a decision that they made, and it was based in their affection as well as their feelings of passion for you. So you're closing something out here. It could be involving something that involved sexual impropriety of some form. Or it could be you're closing out something so you can have a passionate new beginning, or both. Let me see what's affecting this connection. The Knight of Wands. Things are moving slowly. Yeah, things are moving slowly. And the reason they're moving slowly is, again, I'm getting that sense that somebody feels that it's going to be painful. There's something that's being delivered, something, either communication or an offer, but somebody is perceiving it as being painful. So that's why it's moving so slow. Show me the outcome at the end of, show me the outcome at the end of the week for Virgo and this person. Ten of Swords. Yeah, there's a sense of a painful ending here. I see it more on your side, Virgo, because whatever this is that you're closing out, it has to do with secrets, and it's going to create some instability. Someone here may feel betrayed. There's a painful ending. Yeah, I don't know, guys. We're going to have to clarify this for sure. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Cups in the reverse. This is underlying energy. It does indicate that there is a love offer that is being withheld or possibly turned down. Yeah, so I feel like somebody's holding back their feelings and emotions right now. All right, let me clarify. Spirit, why is the World here for Virgo? Yeah, there's a lot going on here, Virgo, but it's difficult to see how it weaves together. But maybe we'll get that during the clarification. All right, so we have the Judgment card. We have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. All right, so you could be reconciling with somebody. I do see that you're closing out a chapter where there could have been codependency, poor judgment calls. I'm also seeing that you're not going to be single. I don't know if you were single for a while, but there's a closing out of that, and it's a judgment call. What is the High Priestess here? That's why this is so difficult to read. You're in that High Priestess energy, guys. You're like, nah, I ain't telling you nothing. King of Cups and the Four of Wands. Now, here we have the Four of Wands in the reverse. So I do feel like this is, again, telling me that you are keeping some sort of secret with regard to someone that you love. This almost looks like a secret marriage or a secret relationship, but not like third party, but some kind of a secret relationship. Something that you're trying to create this stability in, but the stability is moving very slowly, or you may be planning to marry this person, but that's moving forward very slowly. This has to do with someone that you love, though. Yeah, and what you're doing is you're closing out this cycle where you are by yourself. You're closing out a cycle where you've been by yourself in order to, it looks like, have a passionate new beginning with somebody that the door has been left open with. Let me see why this Four of Wands is in reverse. Page of Pentacles reversed. They have it in the upright. And the World in reverse. So it's a lot of contradictory energy here. All right, so we have the World here in reverse. I feel like this is somebody you've been trying to come together with for quite some time. And at some point, you know, you may not have been speaking to this person, or they may have made an offer to you that you turned down. You might have been holding back from this person because there was something that was not completed. You might have been dealing with something else, something that had been painful. I'm just getting this energy here of you kind of going back and forth, but secretly you've been in love with this person, and you may even be deciding that you're going to marry them someday. You're slowly moving in that direction. But I feel like you were dealing with an ending here as well. Or you're having to deal with an ending. Let's look at their energy. There's something here that's not complete. And so even if this person brings in this offer, you may have to say, you know, you have to wait. I'm not ready to do this just yet. You may be ending a marriage or ending a relationship here in order to accept what this person's offering. But you have to complete something else first. Let me see their energy. Why is the Queen of Wands here for the person in Virgo's energy? Seven of Swords reversed. And the Magician in the reverse. All right, so this person that's in your energy, I do feel like this is somebody that feels like something is not manifesting. And that's because some sort of deception has been uncovered or exposed. It could be that they're exposing deception to you or in this connection. Because, see, there's a secret with regard to love here. Are you keeping your feelings about this person secret and they're realizing, you know, Virgo does love me, but if they don't take action, it's not going to manifest? Because it's almost this energy of this person wanting to fight for the connection. Why is the Hangman in reverse? Okay, so they want to move forward. And you make them very happy. I feel like you're revealing your feelings towards this person. You've been holding back, and now you're revealing it. I feel like the two of you have slowly been coming together. This person is realizing that you had these feelings. So now they could live at a distance. Now they want to move towards you, and they either want you to get unstuck from a situation or they're trying to get unstuck from a situation, even though they know it's going to be painful, but they're moving towards you because they see you as complete happiness. Why is this Page of Pentacles here? Ace of Pentacles. They're going to fight for this connection. Seven of Wands. This person's going to let you know that they feel like the two of you could have a stable new beginning here. That it can start small, and but it will grow, and it will be strong and stable, which is what you're secretly wanting. And I feel like they're going to communicate this with you. I feel like they may even have other people telling them, hey, are you sure this is a good idea? Because they're a little bit defensive about this offer. And I do feel like they're going to fight for this connection. They feel like the two of you could have a strong connection. All right, let me see the energy between the two of you. Show me the energy between Virgo and this person. Show me, thank you. The Wheel of Fortune. This is destiny. There's something destined between the two of you. And I also feel like things are going to start improving now as well. Nine of Cups in the reverse and the Three of Swords. So what's going to improve? Well, this person was heartbroken here. They were heartbroken because they found something out. Something that there was lying, cheating, stealing. This was revealed. And this person felt like this relationship wasn't going to manifest. It could be a third-party connection for some of you. And on your side, I feel like you tried to close out this cycle with this person. You may have felt like it was a codependent relationship, or maybe you weren't single. Yeah, so you may have even said, hey, I don't want this relationship. This isn't what's good for me. This isn't what I want. And that's why this person would have been heartbroken, because they felt like you didn't want them. But secretly you did. Secretly you wanted to be with them. You wanted to be in a close relationship, a permanent relationship, or perhaps even marriage. But see, they perceived that you didn't want them, and you knew it hurt them. See, all of this is changing now, though. But I feel like you weren't free. You weren't available. You had to close something else out. So I feel like you kind of kicked this person to the curb They couldn't understand why this wasn't manifesting. And for you, I feel like it was a judgment call that you had to make, but now you're wanting to bring this back together. And I do feel like with this Wheel of Fortune, everything is moving in your favor as well as theirs, like collectively for the connection. Why is this Knight of Wands here? Why is the Knight of Wands here? So the two of you have been slowly moving towards each other. Yeah, the High Priestess. You didn't want anyone to know. You were keeping it secret. 8 of Coins in the reverse. You were keeping this a secret. You're still, you know, there's still some secretive energy here, but you love this person. Ooh, Virgo, I just had deja vu. So, I don't know. This is a powerful reading, guys. In any event, I feel like you're still being kind of secretive about this, but this is slowly, you're moving towards, you know, this person. They're slowly moving towards you. However, I feel like this person, there's something to do with them looking at the details of the situation, because there's stuck energy. They've been waiting and they're tired of waiting, but I feel like this person in particular feels like there's something that could really hurt them in the situation. Maybe just because they've been hurt before. I do feel like they might be kind of pulled back a little, not really putting in a lot of effort right now. Let me see your outcome, Virgo. Show me the outcome for Virgo. So it makes a lot more sense now. You have these feelings for this person, but there's something here you do have to close out. And I feel like it's either a marriage or a long-term connection. There's something that's unfinished right now, so you can't really accept the offer that this person is bringing towards you, which is causing some sadness. We have the 5 of Cups. We have the Queen of Wands. And the Hermit. So they're very focused on you. The Hermit is Virgo in the major arcana. Or you could be dealing with a Virgo, another Virgo. You're focused on them because they're showing up as the Queen of Wands. And I feel like right now you're both looking at the past, wondering if this love is going to make it through whatever is taking place here. You still have unfinished business, but I do feel like you're being proactive. You're handling that. But whatever it is causing some instability for you in your situation. So I do feel like you are handling your business, but your business has to do with a betrayal or an ending, a painful ending. Now, this person that's in your energy, they're wondering, does Virgo still love me? You know, I'm fighting for this relationship. I want this to be a strong, steady relationship, but they're kind of pulled back. They stopped putting in as much effort as they were, and they started thinking about things, and they're looking at things. They're trying to figure this out. There is some sadness between you and this person right now, as you're both reviewing the past. But you, it looks like you're reviewing something that's related to an ending, something that's not yet complete. It could have to do with finances or money, perhaps. But this person is wondering, does Virgo still love me? Is Virgo still, you know, moving towards me? Because you're keeping your actions kind of on the down low. You're not really being as open about things. Yeah, this is it's a little bit of a confusing reading, and I feel like there is still love there between you and this person, but right now, there's some sadness here. So bottom of the deck is the King of Wands in the reverse. This is underlying energy. It does tell me that there is a very passionate connection here between you and this person, but you are not on the same page. And as a result, there's a lack of action and there's a lack of emotion that's being expressed. So something here has happened that's caused you to kind of, you know, I feel like you're preoccupied elsewhere. You're closing something out, And this person that's in your energy may be taking that as you not caring about them, which I don't think is the case at all, because you have deep feelings for them. All right, so I'm going to pull an oracle card, pulling for Virgo. This looks like a misunderstanding, but with this Wheel of Fortune in the upright, I still feel like it's going to go well. It's going to go in the right direction. Pulling for Virgo. There we go. I always take the bottom, so let's see what you've got. Number 18, it says forbidden. Now, 18 condenses to a 9, which tells me, again, that you are at the end of a cycle of some sort. It just hasn't completely closed out just yet. But this is forbidden. So something here has been forbidden or is forbidden. It says choosing this symbol means you are at a wonderful juncture in your life. Wait, that's wrong. I'm sorry. Page flipped on me. I was fixing to say that didn't sound right. It says, I'm sending you this warning. You are about to enter into a situation that will not be easy and could cause you or others pain. Not all doorways are meant to be opened. Not all relationships are good for you. Not all love is expressed, and not all desires are realized. Right now, I'm saying no to you. The symbol for forbidden also reminds you that although you may feel pain when someone rejects you, this is one of the ways of protection. I may whisper in someone's ear to stay away. It's for the best, even if you don't believe it right now. This is a symbol to move on and choose another path. So I think you're kind of at a juncture in your life where you're choosing which path to go towards. Yeah, and one of those paths is basically a forbidden path. Now, I will say that I think it was the Cancer bonus reading a few days ago that got this card as well. So if you're involved with a Cancer sign, definitely you want to look at that bonus reading. All right, I do hope that this has been helpful. If you have resonated with this reading, Virgo, please hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. And until I see you in your next reading, Virgo, know that you are loved, and namaste.